Are you weak on the speed bag?
No, bro, decent. This dude just showed me this other move. I forgot his name. You tighten up the joint balls. Watch. I'm gonna just work on this like in my spare time. Just go. What we doing like this? Working on this right here. Then we're working on this right here. There we go. So we just getting off that pack right now. It take a little time. So we got to take down that. So we trying to get that. So we just working on that day by day. Slow. Just to have that down pat. Put the hood on just in case I put Tupac juice somebody.
Cause we all crew.
This nigga's scared.
2 reasons. For 1, if I lose, I'm gonna beat that ass. For 2, if I lose, I'm gonna that ass. So if you don't put 2. So, a lot of fights recently. Vasyl Lomachenko. He just fought Nicholas the Oxman Walters. What happened to him? Was it Sunnyside? Was it he got shot? What was that?
Oh, the accident.
Oh, but who got axed?
He didn't even really get chopped up. The fight was weak as fuck, actually.
What does that mean?
The fight was weak as fuck.
Yeah.
They both wasn't really doing shit.
Lomachenko was it?
No, he wasn't really doing shit until the 7th round. But then Walters was.
You mean he wasn't doing a lot of damage, or what do you?
He wasn't doing a lot of damage. He wasn't. They were just.
So what is doing shit? What do you mean by that?
He wasn't like breaking him down. He was just doing nice moves, pity patting. He was, catching him with some quick shots. He was just quick. His hands was quick, but.
No, why did he quit? Why did Walters quit?
Because he felt he couldn't hit. He felt he couldn't hit him, and then in that 7th round, Walters was turning it up. I mean, Lomachenko was turning it up, and he got hit with some shots. He probably got hurt in the 7th round, but he wasn't like badly, visibly hurt. But he knew that he was getting hit, and he couldn't hit him. So he just like, you know what? I had a year layoff. I made my $300,000. And he told the truth on a promoter. Man, you putting these guys in there, but you won't put me in there 3 fights a year.
Who said that?
Walters after the fight. He was like, and then in another interview right after the fight, he was like, listen, man, my promoter had me off for a whole year, and then the first fight he gave me was the Lomachenko fight. Like
a tough fight.
A tough fight. Like that's kind of unfair. For people who box, they know what I'm talking about. If you don't box, it doesn't matter.
What about so the viewers that maybe just watch the sport, why is that matter?
Because you're inactive. That's like you take any sport. You take the Cavs or the Warriors or whoever, your favorite team, and don't let them play for the whole season, and then they got to play the best team in the NBA with the best record. So
playing the Warriors?
Playing the Warriors and you ain't played all season. And you're not going to do shit.
What's going to happen? Steph Curry going to bust your ass?
Steph Curry going to bust your fucking head open.
He going to chef Curry with the pot? So, some people, because we did the live stream, and some people said you're making excuses. Do you believe you're making excuses, or you?
No, it's not an excuse. That is actually, an excuse is, because, no. What actually happened is the man didn't fight in a whole year. And then
since Jason Sosa, I think that was in December 2015. That was
344 days ago. And then you put him in there with the best fighter at that weight.
That's facts? Dead ass?
That's facts.
Dead ass?
So we're not even going to use them anymore. Luis Ortiz didn't fight for 8 months. You put him in there with Malik Scott, and he didn't look good at first. He usually will get you out there in the first 3 or 4.
That's a good point.
But he didn't fight for 8 months. Got him in there, and he had trouble.
Same thing with Brandon Rios.
Same thing with
Last fight, Rios. He fought Timothy Bradley. He got stopped by Bradley. And he never been badly hurt, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you might be onto something.
I know.
Actually, he said, I know I am.
I know I am. I might be. Bitch, I might be. No, I am.
The only person I've seen come back off a layoff like Floyd. He's like one of the only. He took like 21 months off after the Hatton. And he came back and he.
Yeah, but
he's
you
different.
Understand? He fought Marquez, and Marquez is a smaller guy, and he doesn't have a skill level as Floyd. But see, the thing is with Floyd, he takes time off from competing, but he doesn't take time off from boxing.
So do you think Nicholas Walters took time off from boxing?
That's a difference.
Why do you think he took time off from boxing?
I don't
Walters?
know why, but that's why you do the.
I'm saying, what makes you?
Because he was completely out of shape. You can't just get off the couch after a year layoff and get in there with Lomachenko. You're gonna get garlic butter all on your lips.
With the parsley?
With the parsley. They don't use parsley at Benihana's. They gonna light that.
They just gonna fry you like the
No, they
onion?
gonna take that onion, build a little mountain, put that little shit in the middle, and light it on fire. That's your ass. Pause.
So what about Rigondeaux? Rigondeaux, Lomachenko, they're going to war like on Twitter and Instagram and all that. He's been on somewhat of a layoff. He broke the guy's jaw, but I mean, he's not an active fighter because of people are ducking him. People really don't want to see Rigondeaux. So
Yes.
do you think that would be wise, or he should take tune-ups?
I still think he should take a tune-up. 2 tune-ups. You know what I'm
So
saying?
before you fight elite level competition, you don't want to be on a
Take some tune-ups.
8+ month.
Prime example. Like I said, I have examples. You can say I'm hating. You can say I don't know what I'm talking about. In the comments, give examples and know what you're talking about. Because if you don't, when you step up to that booth to debate, I'm gonna bust your fucking head open. And when it's open, I'm gonna sprinkle that garlic butter up in there, and then that little sea salt and that pepper, and I'm gonna feast on your fucking head like Hannibal Lecter. And anyway.
So what is your point?
My point is, Danny Garcia, what did he do
Well, against who?
this last fight?
Samuel Vargas?
Why did he take that fight?
Tune up before Keith Thurman?
Exactly. My
So
point
that's your example?
exactly.
You think you got examples out here?
I got examples, bruh. I got samples.
And that's an extreme tune-up. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
But
But he knew what type of
he
fight
know what
Keith
type
Thurman.
of fight Keith Thurman is. You think you just not gonna fight for 8 months and then get in there with Keith Thurman, the hardest puncher at the welterweight division, and not get garlic butter all over your fucking breasts?
How's Keith Thurman throw the punch?
I can't. My back bothering me right now. I was gonna do.
Oh,
it,
you
but
about to
I'm
break
gonna
your
throw
back
my-
trying to do the
Yeah,
one time?
I'm-
You would be
It
the
would've
one
been
time.
Spinal.
You would have been the one time in the
Yeah,
ER
that
one
garlic
time.
butter. Yes. That's what he would have did. Yes. Yeah, that's what he would have.
So,
did.
in your opinion, is wise to take
It is very
a
wise.
Samuel
to take
Vargas
a
type
tune-up.
of fight, or just it don't matter the
It
opponent?
don't matter.
Just
You
somebody
can always
who's not.
carry him. You just want to get some rounds in and competition under the lights. And it's another thing too. It go both ways. After coming off a hard fight, you don't go back and take a hard fight. You take an easy fight.
Like an easier, so Dre fighting Kovalev, unless it's a rematch clause, then he should possibly fight like a ranked 15 guy or something.
Yeah, just fight a guy, keep you busy, keep you sharp, because that makes your career short. You know what I'm saying?
Is that why you think Berto was chosen for Floyd Mayweather, someone who he should stylistically do good against
Yeah.
after Pacquiao?
Yes. But Berto wasn't on a layoff. He was, and Floyd wasn't either.
No, I'm just saying he's coming off a Pacquiao fight, so he closed his contract with Berto.
Berto, yeah, that would be good. You know what I'm saying? But I think he just wanted to fight Berto anyway because he had been wanting to fight Berto.
All right. So that's your message to the fighters, don't get played.
Now that's my message to the stupid motherfuckers in the comment section who don't know what they talking about. Do not take Lomachenko off of a year fight layoff and then think you're gonna be competitive. It's not. This man fought 3 times.
That is a good real
and,
good point.
and then you get a fight. You don't do that. He should have fought.
That's like fighting Triple G. Oh, I'm not saying technique-wise, but Triple G's been pretty active.
Yeah.
Canelo's been fighting 2 or 3 times. That's like James Kirkland. That's another example. James Kirk. Remember he was on. He knocked out Glenn Tapia.
I said that, and everybody was on my.
He knocked out Glenn Tapia, and he was off for like a year.
He was off for a year, and then
Canelo.
the first fight you fight is Canelo. James Kirkland was off for a year. His next fight up, he fought Canelo without his main trainer because...
And we got some intel on that.
It was in the contract that he couldn't use Ann Wolf. See, nobody knew that because they know if he used Ann Wolf, it's a different fight.
Why is it a different fight with
Because
Kirk?
Ann Wolf is the only person that can control James Kirkland. That's it.
So that, man, Troy got a bunch of examples today.
But you don't know this shit because if you ain't in the boxing world, and this was the comment, oh, you don't know, it don't matter. No, I do know because I'm in the boxing world and I talk to these people periodically.
So in your opinion,
no, not in my opinion.
Yeah,
It's
hold on.
a fact.
No, I'm saying in your opinion, do you think Golden Boy chose Kirkland like they? Do you think they stage it, like take longer to stage fights like that, just so he's been out of the ring even longer?
Yes. Or they would listen.
So that's
It's a
strategy.
It's a strategy.
A business strategy.
A business strategy. Let's get you. We're gonna find you somebody with a name who ain't fought in a year.
Oh, they do that to the homie Kareem Mayfield too.
All the time. Kareem, that's another
month.
example.
Damn.
Or this is what they try to do. They try to wait you out. See, they listen, there's something called box rec. They go on box rec, see when the last time you fought, let's get him. He got a good record, he ain't fought in a year, he gonna be rusty, and this guy done fought 5 times. Put him in there with him. If you smart, you ain't gonna take it. And then they try to offer you a little bit more money.
Why aren't you gonna take it?
Because especially if you're already undefeated or you only got that many losses, because you hurting your brand like that. Especially against top competition.
Tell the fans who they try to do that with you. There's a guy with the name that fought Cotto, and they try to get you on last minute.
They try to get me on like a 3-week, 2-week notice against Yuri Foreman, a WBA champ, his comeback fight in New York, where he's from.
His hometown.
In his hometown.
Where he's a rabbi.
Where he's a rabbi, and say, we're gonna get you to fight him. I got 8 fights, and I ain't fought in a couple months. Then they gonna put me in with somebody that's 33-2. Now you're trying to tell me that that's not a shitty move, or that's not like shiesty?
Strategic.
That's not strategic to try to get this man a win. And I probably still could have chopped his ass up because my style of fight, I'm bigger than Cotto, and I hit harder than Cotto. Whether you believe it or not, I do. It don't matter. If you want to test it, get your ass in there.
So basically, you think the promoters, they use little angles, like just different things?
Yes.
They jockey for position, use anything
They have to, because you have to keep your investment winning.
Is that why Canelo and Liam Smith was chosen, in your opinion?
Yes, he should have.
Instead of
He
Boo
could
Boo
have
Andre?
shot Boo Boo Andre. He could have. Canelo could have fought Boo Boo. You can't say that nobody knows Boo Boo he needs to fight somebody, because Liam Smith's belt, which was what? The WBO, came from Boo Boo. And when he had the WBO,
hold on,
he didn't want to fight Boo Boo.
Let me tie this in real quick, because you just said another
All right, go ahead, because I'm kicking. I want to ass today. Go ahead.
The WBO belt that Boo Boo had, nobody beat Boo Boo. He's undefeated. The reason he lost his belt was, drumroll, inactivity.
Inactivity, because nobody wanted to fight him, and they stripped him. Liam Smith fought for the vacant WBO, won it, and then Canelo fought Liam Smith, who nobody knew. Shout out to Beefy. Pause. Jesus, got that garlic butter on there real quick.
That's a good.
Bam.
That's a good point. That's a good point in the sense of inactivity obviously hurts because the sanctioning bodies will take your belt.
Will take your shit
because you haven't fought. So obviously it's not a desirable thing, because why wouldn't they let you keep your belt because you've been inactive?
Yeah, they stripped Canelo because he didn't want to fight Triple G. Give up the belt. And he wasn't even inactive. They just wanted him to fight him so bad. If you don't fight him, give up the belt. All right, give up the belt. I'm going to go fight Beefy and take his WBO, and that's another strap.
Speaking of inactivity, a lot of people like hazed Andre Ward for his inactivity, and they knew what it came from. It came from injuries and legal
and then you want to say, oh, Andre Ward's a pussy, because no, bruh.
But then Nicholas Walters, they're trying to kind of downplay.
That's what I'm saying. They're downplaying his inactivity, because they not getting him fights and putting him in there. Andre Ward, they tried to shit on him and say, but he was injured. And then when he came back from injury, he fought 3 times and then fought the best fighter at light heavyweight, beat him, and they still was hating. Hey, bro, miss me with the fuck shit. This shit is crazy, man. It's too many double standards. And then now they gonna praise Lomachenko so high, which he did beat Nicholas Walters, made him quit, whatever. But he got him off of a year layoff. He didn't get nobody.
So that you really think that mattered?
It clearly matters.
But
take basketball. If you can't just take any team and put them up in there with an active team. You don't just take somebody who hasn't played in over a couple months and then put them in there with the best team. They clicking on all cylinders.
And on top of that, put them in against one of the best teams.
One of the best teams.
So
don't work like that.
Just so the people, I know people are going to say, oh, you hate Lomachenko and stuff like that. You think Lomachenko has skills?
Man, Lomachenko is nasty. But I want to see them put him in there with somebody on an even playing field with equal skill level. These people he fighting are not on equal skill level and equal experience as Lomachenko. They don't have...
Well, that's hard to duplicate. He has almost 400 Emmys.
No, it's not. Because when he was at 126, he could have clearly fought Guillermo Rigondeaux. There's no way he couldn't have fought him. You can't say nothing. Guillermo was on top rank. Lomachenko was on top rank. He was at 126. Williams Carter was at 122. It wouldn't have been it wouldn't have been a hard jump for him to come up and go down 1 pound and Guillermo fight up.
Why you sound angry?
Because people be on that bullshit. He went up out of the weight class. Didn't want to fight. Guillermo has been calling out Lomo. He's been calling out Walters. He's been calling out Leo Santa Cruz and Carl Frampton. 4 bodies, and nobody even mentions him. They don't even want to get in there with him.
Why is Rigondeaux blackballed to you?
Because, bruh, he gonna beat you. He gonna beat you. That's why. With his style of boxing, which they call boring, and it's gonna make you respect his style of boxing. On top of that, he black.
What about the praise, like HBO Bob Arum?
He's black. That's why.
Hold on, let me finish the questions for the viewers.
Go ahead.
HBO giving a lot of praise to Lomachenko for his technique.
Because he's white.
And Bob Arum says that Lomachenko's the Matrix. And Rigondeaux, he kind of said HBO wants to throw up when they hear Rigondeaux's name. And
Rigondeaux's last fight, he broke a man's jaw. The fight before that, he got dropped twice and put garlic butter on another man.
Ooh.
Busted his pack and left him sunny side up.
Who, on the Nagasaki?
Yes, on the Nagasaki.
He
drunk the sake, got drunk, made him get drunk, and the sake Amaga sake was done.
You've been watching too many rap battles.
Bro, I have.
How did Nagasaki's face look after that fight?
Like this. With a fucking speed bag on the side of it. Ridiculous, bruh. So how you gonna call that man boring? And a Nagasaki who got saki'd in his face came down from 126, which is he's a bigger fighter, and he's six feet tall, and he got cracked. And Rigondeaux destroyed that man, made him quit on the stool. Nobody said that was boring. Next fight after that, next fight after that, he was on a layoff, made weight, Rock Nation debuted,
2 weeks.
won a 12-round unanimous decision. Then the next fight after that, he broke a man's jaw. Now you tell me, how's that boring? Why? Because he don't go out there and...
What about the people say you don't throw enough punches?
It don't matter. It don't matter. It's more than boxing than just throwing punches. That's what people don't realize.
I said this in my post-fight video for Rigondeaux's last fight. What's the point of throwing more punches if in 2 rounds you throw the amount of punches you throw and you still break his jaw?
That's what
you actually don't. I mean, that's like you're gonna throw 100 punches and you only threw 5 and broke his jaw and got him out of there. So what's the point?
If you threw 100 punches on me and landed 2, and I threw 2 punches and broke your jaw with one of them.
That's kind of like Pacquiao. It's about efficiency.
So I'm gonna cut you off. That's the prime example.
Pacquiao,
everybody thought Pacquiao was gonna do all this damage to Floyd because he threw so many punches. He was fast and got in there and couldn't do shit. It's over. You're dead. You're done. Shout out to Floyd Mayweather. Hit me. One. Yeah, man. I just don't be understanding,
He's
bro.
gonna pipe me? He's gonna pipe me?
He's gonna pipe me. Oh, pause. Pause, bruh. No, you didn't say that. I heard you. You didn't say we're gonna pause that.
So Pacquiao, but he landed 71 punches and had a shoulder injury.
He landed 71 nothing, so had a nothing injury.
What about when he clipped Floyd in the 3rd round?
That was the 4th round.
4th round.
And he caught him in the 6th round, and he still lost every round. After that and before that, he won 2 rounds.
I'm gonna give you 3 names because these are people that the fans said you don't like for whatever reason, and you tell me who's the best. 3 names, speed round: Vasyl Lomachenko, Gennady Triple G Golovkin, or Sergey Kovalev. Who is the best out of that bunch?
Vasyl Lomachenko, clearly, hands down, no debating.
Who's number 2?
Number 2 is Gennady Golovkin is number 10. Kovalev is number 2 because he took on the tougher competition. He's willing to fight anybody because he knows he's probably going to try to knock their brains out, but he's willing to fight anybody.
Rate Kovalev's power on a scale of 0 to 10. 10 being the most smoke.
Most smoke, 8.5. Because if he had a 10 power, he would have knocked Dre out.
That was a beautiful counter shot.
It was a counter. No, actually, it wasn't a counter. It wasn't a counter.
It kind of caught him out of position.
Yeah, it was
Dre
during
was
the exchange. Dre slipped a jab like this, and when Dre slipped a jab,
He was in that
went to throw
position.
his right. Kovalev met him with a right.
So how's that not a counter?
It wasn't a counter because Kovalev threw the first punch.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, so when Kovalev threw a jab, Dre slipped it and tried to come with off Kovalev's jab and ran into the right. He was just in position. You know what I mean? That shit happens. But you got to be careful when you in there in them early rounds.
I talked to Paulie Malignaggi. He said Dre absolutely did nothing wrong. It just Kovalev's punch got there.
That's what I'm saying.
He said he wasn't. Wrong. He didn't do like you know how some people make mistakes.
Somebody always does something wrong because he wouldn't have got caught. What he did was, and it's just me being extra critical on Dre to help my game because I'm not on the level of Dre. So that's when I'm being critical on people is to help my game. I'm looking at what they did and what adjustments they could have made to make me better. And them first